Hey guys, now I wanted to do a video on what characters I thought would be great to be added in Smash Bros. So now these are not ones that are going to be added in, I hope they may be, and these are personally my opinion. If you have your own, please put them in the comment section below. Now here's the thing about these characters, I'm following the same thing for the voting ballot for Smash Bros. Where it has to be, a video game character, can't be from a movie. It also can't be from a movie-based video game. It has to be, they have to have started from a video game and only be, well, they can be featured in a movie afterward, but they have to be, video game originated. Now, first off, Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. I decided to go with the simplest character and the one with least explaining first. They're a sun and moon. They're from Kirby, they're a mini-boss, and I thought, well, we already have the Ice Climbers as a double character, so why not add in another one from a Kirby game? And that would be kind of cool because they're kind of elemental thing. And they're probably one of the few hovering characters that we have. I mean, one of them's fire. That'd be awesome because we have very few ones that are fire-based. Well, we have Bowser, that's about it. And he's not really truly fire-based. Next off would be Birdo. This character is from Super Mario World 2. He was a boss. Actually, relatively hard. But he's been kind of forgotten. He's basically a backwards Yoshi. He shoots eggs out of his mouth. And he's pretty much forgotten. He's only in the Mario Party games. I think he appeared in one Mario Kart and in basically every sport game. He'd probably be a very good one. He'd have plenty of projectiles, and yeah, he'd be a good counterpart to Yoshi. Kaboom! This is probably the sound this character would make, because hey, he's Bomberman. Now a lot of people, I think this game may have been banned because people think it has to do with suicide bombing. The idea is not to get blown up. So, yeah. He'd be a great character. He'd have explosives just like Snake. I mean, it'd be pretty cool. He'd be probably considered a lightweight, which wouldn't be very helpful, because we don't have very many heavyweight characters. But hey, I mean, still, he'd be pretty powerful. Plenty of bombs. And next up would be Petey Piranha. Now I know he's appeared in Smash Bros. As a not really a final boss, but as a boss, and he was gigantic. We could probably just shrink down his size a bit, make him how he was in one of the sports games he appeared in. I think it was like Mario Tennis. And so, yeah, he'd be pretty good. I mean, he'd be the only plant. He would also be considered a heavyweight, so that'd be great. We need more heavyweights and more villains. A lot. I mean, our only villains are Bowser, Ganondorf, Wario. I think that's really it. Oh, Dark Pit. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think I've named them all. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Bowser Jr. So yeah, if there's any more bad guys I didn't mention, tell me in the comment section. I haven't been able to keep up with the newer characters. Bandana Waddle Dee, Bandana Waddle Dee, Bandana Waddle Dee. He has a spear. What else should I say? Next up would be Shadow Mario. I always refer to him as Paint Mario because, well, he's made of paint. What do you expect? He would be pretty good. He's from Super Mario Sunshine. He was the main boss. I mean, some of his powers would probably have to do with his paint abilities. Maybe he could, for his, just a regular bee, he could create, I don't know, Koopas and Goombas made of paint. And for his noun special, I guess he could create a paint wave or something. He would be considered a bad guy. If anything, at least give him to us as a Mario reskin. You already did that. Well, you already did that for Dr. Mario, so I guess it works. He'd be a villain. We need more villains. We already said that. I can never say that enough. Because I mean, one of our only good villains is Ganondorf, and on scrolling stages, you're 100% likely to die. Just one hit, boom, you're dead. Because you can never catch up. So yeah. Next up is Marx. He was one of the final bosses for Kirby Superstar Ultra, or just Superstar. He's kind of weird. His final smash would probably be where he goes all powerful and stuff. But I mean, some of his regular attacks probably would have to do with the bouncy ball he walks on and stuff like that. His super form is really powerful and it's really hard to beat. So many attacks everywhere. Anyway, he's also relatively cute, so yeah. He'd be probably considered a lightweight. Next up is Chef Kawasaki. He's from the Kirby games. He's a mini boss. And I mean, I'm actually gonna put in a moveset chart for him when he appeared in Superstar Ultra in the video, so you can see it. But yeah, he's a pretty cool character. He'd be pretty powerful. He's got a frying pan, so that didn't say power. What does? He'd also be very useful for healing teammates and himself, since well, he's a chef. What do you think's gonna happen? He probably could spawn in like random food items, maybe sometimes the hot curry plate. I don't know. I don't know what his final smash would be. Maybe just a ton of hot curry. So yeah. How about Daroch, or however you pronounce it. He was the final boss for Kirby Squeak Squad. One of the first Kirby games I ever played, and probably one of my favorites. He was a giant flying mouse, really. I mean, yeah, what else could you explain it as? He would have really good magic attacks, and his final smash would probably be where he gets the Dark Star and has the really cool hammer. But yeah, he'd have some explosives and be able to fly relatively. So yeah, how about Galactica Knight from Kirby Superstar? He was a final boss. He's kind of like Meta Knight, except he has angel wings and a lance. He's also got a white and pink color scheme. If anything else, we could get him as possibly as a reskin for Meta Knight. That'd be okay, I guess. Or another color palette or something. But, I mean, it'd be great to get him as a separate character since he's a lot more powerful. Does anyone remember Wart? Probably not. It's from Super Mario World 2, which was a relatively good game. That's where that's where the boot came from. Why isn't that power-up ever returned? One of my favorites. Anyway, he was the final boss for that. He reappeared in Zelda, one of the Zelda games. I think it was the second Zelda game. And he was a pretty good final boss from what I heard. I never played the game, so I don't really know. But, I mean, he'd be a good heavy character. He's a frog, so he'd have maybe good jumping. The only thing I have to say about him was that the way he was defeated in the original game, by making him eat vegetables. That's the way of saying, like, hey kids, eat your vegetables, then you'll die. Yeah, I don't think that's helping. What about Kamek? He would make a good character. I mean, he's got magic. He could fly using his broomstick for his up special. And maybe for his down special, because, hey, one of the most memorable things about him is how he sometimes dresses up as Princess Peach to trick you. So why not have him turn to a clone of one of the other characters being played as? I mean, I have a hard time whenever I'm fighting 3 of the same person, and one of them's on my team. It's like, am I hitting my ally? Or is that the enemy? Or maybe it's both? I don't even know anymore. It's really annoying, so it'd be pretty good strategy. Okay, now another good Kirby villain. This one appeared in Superstar originally, and has appeared in practically every game since then. Has been Dynablade, who's a giant bird. She would make a good heavy character, relatively good flying, jumping. And, I mean, has relatively good attack. The thing has literally the power to fly by a mountain and cut it in half with the sharpness of its wings. that is kind of like that sword from Kung Fu Panda that you can cut yourself by looking at it. Now I'm kind of afraid to look at Dynablade. Oh god, I've ruined my Kirby experience forever. Now, we need a lot of heavy characters, so why not look any further than Heavy Lobster, a villain from Superstar. He was a metal, mechanical lobster. He was able to shoot fire, he would ram you, and had relatively good jumping. He has already 3 separate color schemes: gold, silver, and if you use the paint ability on him, red. Though the red made his eyes look like they were bleeding, but still. That doesn't really matter. It's just paint. Isn't it? Well, anyway. Another good character that would be a villain would be Fawful. Because, hey, he's a cool guy. He has that cool headgear. And he was a final boss in a game. I don't know what his final smash would be, though. Maybe it's his laugh. Now, I noticed that they added in Pac-Man as a character in Smash Bros. So that means they have to have some sort of pact with Namco. So why don't they add in Dig Dug? I mean, he was a cool guy. His enemies are added in. The Pogo... Poyo? Poco? I think it's... I don't remember how to pronounce the name. But, yeah, they were added in. So why can't he be added in? He could be a 2-dimensional character like Game & Watch. That'd be cool. I mean... Come on. It was a great game. It was fun. It shaped my childhood. Next up, we got Bugsy. He was a helper in Kirby Superstar. And, well, he's always just caught my eye. I always liked insects, so he filled that thing. And he'd also be a good, like, maybe a heavy or medium-sized fighter. He would have relatively good jumping, and he would have good launch power. His throws would also be pretty darn good, too. So, yeah. His attacks would probably be all grabs, though, so... And hey, you don't have to look very far for a Kirby reskin for... a Kirby skin for Kirby's copy. I mean, literally, he's from a Kirby game. What do you suspect? Okay, guys, I've got some stuff to say. First off, if we can get to 10 likes on this video, I am going to... I may do this anyway, but still, I'll think about it a little bit more. I may play Undertale, which is a game, it's a very popular game. There was some other stuff I was going to say. Oh, yeah. I would like to thank Fawful's Minion for giving me the idea for the video. Oh, I am planning to do a second part to this video, where instead I'm going to break the rules and add in characters from games, you know, that wouldn't be technically allowed, or based off movies. Because, hey, some of those characters are pretty darn good. Why shouldn't they be added in? So, yeah. I will be working on that later on. Have a good day, everybody. And don't forget to subscribe. Next up would be Robotnik. He's from the Sonic games, from the original ones. The most that I remember of is the one from the Sonic Shorts episodes that came out. He'd be a really great villain. He probably would be in his own weight class, probably like extremely heavy. I mean, literally, he's probably heavy enough that if he just were to jump off the top of the death egg, it would cause the planet to implode. But yeah, he'd be probably a very good Smash Bros. Character. He'd probably be very slow though.